Chapter 18. The Second Battle, Losing the People's Heart. 2 days later, Song City. It was dawn. You bandits. It's just enough to rob my Gufu's open property, but you're also robbing my jade shop. My master won't let you go. Ah, my jade Wuxia. That's what the old master asked for by name. Or don't rob don't. A miserable scream pierced the sky. The people of Song City, who were still sleepy, were invigorated at the same time. Nearly at the same time, countless people quickly sat up in shock from their sleep. Daughter-in-law, was that the voice of the jade shop owner just now? It's not the Gufu's open face property. Then, Amayon was surprised. Still not quick enough to go. Last time, we didn't rob Sonodogzi. This time, if we don't bring back a jade ruin, my mother will fight you to the death. The female on the bed instantly shrieked. Rumble. A series of door-opening sounds rang out. The god of fortune had come to spread his wealth again. The people who had failed to snatch something last time, this time, like crazy, they rushed out without even putting on their clothes. The same scene was taking place in the 4 directions of Song City, as if all of a sudden, a large number of ancient mansions and hidden properties appeared in the city. Countless people went crazy and rushed up, wreaking havoc and looting. The name of the robbery. For a time, screams, quarrels, beatings mixed apiece. The genius is slightly bright. Some places have been smoke-rolled. In the Guhon mansion, righteous father, Song City only has 6 hidden properties. Can we mobilize all the people of the city? Guhon was a little worried. 6 places, it's enough. The hearts wish for more of these kinds of shops, then more. When the hearts are moved, even fewer shops are enough to stir up the ambition in their hearts. Guhai sipped a mouthful of tea and said, outside, the sounds of looting were endless. The sky was gradually getting brighter. It was another big harvest. Some of the people were happy and smiling, but there were countless others who were getting more and more anxious. Damn, another late step. I didn't grab anything. Is there any more? Are there any more ancient sea shops? Just a little bit slow. Just a little bit. Shit. 6 shops are far from being able to satisfy the appetite of the people of the whole city. A small number of people grabbed it. Most of them are still in the middle of the anxiety. Incomparable anxiety. The god of wealth scatters the wealth. Actually didn't grab it. Countless people did not go home at this moment, but wandered in the street, eyes constantly scanning the 4 directions, hoping that another ancient sea shop would be good. Bright gold shop. So many gold characters are. To also be the property of the ancient sea would be good. A citizen's eyes reddened as he looked at a gold shop that had just opened its doors. It might have been just a jealous remark. However, this remark instantly drew everyone's attention. Ancient sea industry. Yes, it must be the ancient sea industry. Another person who was even more anxious than him suddenly shouted. What? Ancient sea industry. Damn, finally caught it. We must snatch it this time, snatch it. The surrounding people seemed to go crazy, rushing towards the bright gold shop, as if the people on the street had found their target in an instant. The bright gold shop owner's face changed drastically. Bright gold shop is 100 years old shop. 100 years old shop. It can't be the Guhai industry. Don't rob. You guys are breaking the law. Don't rob. The owner of the gold shop was knocked to the ground with a scream. At this moment, the people are crazy. Who cares so much? As long as a reason just can rob. Besides, everyone robbed. Why should I be a fool to watch? Mine. Shit, it's mine. Don't grab it. Ha ha ha, I'm rich. Don't grab it from me. Ha ha ha, finally. We're 100-year-old shop, not Guhai's property. Don't grab it. There were endless cries, maniacal sounds, and explosions. Not only the bright gold shop, Song City 4 sides, as if lit a beacon. In an instant, the whole city is in chaos. One shop instantly become the object of the people to grab. Guhai's property. Are you sure? No need to be sure. As long as someone is red-eyed and shouts, "This is ancient C's property, isn't it?" immediately, a pack of hungry wolves pounced on them. Grabbing, grabbing, grabbing. The whole Song City has gone mad. A fire ignited in all directions, and the people were no longer peaceful and virtuous, but all turned into bandits in an instant. Just the shops, no, some of the rich and noble families are ransacked. Boom. One by one, the gates were opened, and as if mountain bandits were pouring in, they rushed into all the major rich and noble homes. Some of the rich and noble homes merely heard the phrase, "This is Gu Hai's secret manor." Rumble. All of a sudden, the big rich and noble homes were looted. Of course, looting the rich and noble homes was only a minority. It was mainly the shops. For a while, all the shops became objects of looting by the mad people. It was as if the entire Song City was filled with Gu Hai's properties. Robbing, robbing, robbing. The huge chaos quickly spread into the palace, and all the ministers were immediately summoned, all heading to the court hall for the court meeting. The palace, above the court hall. It was noisy and chaotic. Prefect of Songchang, why is the whole city in such a mess? Where are your people? Why don't you go and stop it? King Song lashed out from his dragon chair. An official cringed and fell to his knees. Your Majesty, it's chaotic. It's all chaotic. The old minister asked the city guards to go and control it, but only a few of the city guards followed orders, and the others went to loot. What? Prince Song's face changed. Your Majesty, most of my city guards were also absent and went to participate in the robbery. Your Majesty, at this moment, there are already 36 places on fire throughout the city. A group of ministers anxiously reported. The information was summarized that there was no one available. Most of their subordinates had gone to looting. How could this be? How could this happen? Prince Song said with an ugly face. We also don't know what's going on. 2 days ago, everything was fine. Everything was calm. But how did it suddenly go crazy? Suddenly went crazy. The entire court was at a loss at the moment, with a wave of horror in their eyes. Ancient C, Gu Hai's conspiracy, Prince Song exclaimed with a steep jolt. Everyone was a bandit, not only in Song City, but all the cities and ponds in all parts of the world of the Song Kingdom were all staging the same scene. Robbing, robbing, robbing. Chaos, chaos, chaos. All over the world of Song, everyone is a bandit, and the hearts of the people are in disarray. Border City. Gao Xianzi stood on top of the high platform in the military camp, looking at his own troops. Actually has a large part of the army as a deserter to the city of the major shops. To carry out looting, Gao Xianzi is also a burst of chills. One of the houses in the fire in the burning, smoke rolling, Border City around, as if the human inferno, screams, the sound of despair, fighting sound endless. As if Gao Xianzi saw Gu Hai again, currently clad in battle armor, grasping a long sword in his hand, which was pointing in the direction of Kaodu Song City. At this moment, almost all the people of the border city had become an army under Gu Hai's command, and as long as Gu Hai gave an order, he would be able to command all the people of the border city to kill towards Kaodu Song City in general. No, it was Gu Hai who commanded the people of all the cities of Song. All the people of Song under the sun had suddenly become Gu Hai soldiers, just waiting for an order. The people would defy all odds and tear down and annihilate Song's rivers and mountains. Last time, it was during the bombing of the camp. Gao Xianzi seemed to see Gu Hai commanding his 800,000 strong army against himself. This time, it was Gu Hai commanding the entire people of Song. The 80 army had already made Gao Xianzi shudder. But now the entire people of Song, even more so, made Gao Xianzi fall into an ice cellar. Gu Hai, this one person alone can destroy 6 countries, Gao Xianzi exclaimed in horror. 3 days later, everything returned to calm. The world of Song, shops are all destroyed. A dynasty. The whole country was plunged into a big dead atmosphere. The people could not buy anything, and the shop owners were crying out in despair. A group of people from the king's sect had also arrived in Song at this moment, headed by the Maiden Hall Master and the Flowing Years Master, accompanied by the king's sect master and the Songa sect master. Together, they came to the border city and met Gao Xianzi. Gao Xianzi was, at the moment, standing respectfully in front of the crowd. The Maiden Hall Master stood on top of a high platform in the border city, overlooking the entire border city. The border city was already depressed beyond measure, and the gloomy wind slowly swept the streets as it blew the fallen leaves. There were occasionally one or two people walking on the streets. It was like a dead city, deathly silent. Hiss, it's only been a month, right? The young girl stared in awe. Master Liu Nian's eyes were also filled with complexity. Thousands of miles of bare earth. This Gu Hai is indeed a demon. Between 1 month, it has already caused the hearts of the people to be lost, Master Liu Nian exclaimed. Patriarch Songji's face was ugly. What people's hearts are lost are. The people are still here. On the side, Gao Xianzi smiled bitterly. The people are there, but the people's hearts are no longer there. The people are no longer embracing the Song clan's rivers and mountains. Sovereign Song Jia said in disbelief. Those people who have been affected by the disaster just hate Song for making them lose everything. And those people who have robbed the property understand that what they have robbed, most of it is not Gu Hai's, and that they should already be looters. And although the law may not be blamed for the people, you expect a looter to be patriotic, a robber to go for the country, to throw his head into the blood, a robber to go to war, not to mention that they have already lost their loyalty to Song mentally. Even if they have money in hand, they are not willing to risk their lives to fight again, right? And those people who didn't loot or didn't get to loot up to the beginning, the gap in their hearts is even greater. Song is unjust. Why should they help Song fight? Gao Xianzi said bitterly. So, the patriotism of the people of Song is ruined, Patriarch King said excitedly. Although I don't want to admit it, but it's indeed true. The soldiers in my barracks simply can't fight anymore. Unless we can go back to the old days and set things right. But how easy can it be? The Gu Hai is always watching, Gao Xianzi said bitterly. Ha 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 ha. Patriarch King laughed heartily. Arranging the people to become bandits. People's hearts are lost. This Gu Hai's move is too vicious, Master Liu Nian sighed. There's no way out of this, Patriarch Song Jia said with an ugly face. This isn't even the most terrifying. At this moment, if the Chen Kingdom sends out troops, all of my Song Kingdom's cities are now paper match. They can't be blocked at all, at least for a short period of time. No one will be able to resist. Gao Xianzi laughed bitterly. On the side, the King Patriarch looked slightly stunned and said, 5 days ago, Chen Chonchen sent me a letter saying that Gu Hai had ordered King Chen to lead an army of 150000 to march against the Song Kingdom. At that time, I didn't take it seriously. It was just 150,000 soldiers. How could they possibly barge into Song territory? But listen to you. Gao Xianzi laughed bitterly. Gu Hai has calculated everything, step by step. It has been planned long ago. 150,000 soldiers. They should be killing with boundless hatred, but they are facing the paper match Song country. I am not as good as him, alas. Those fools of the Song King. How do they rule the country? The Song Armor Patriarch said with a face of indignation. Gu Hai right now should be in Song City, right? The young lady Hallmaster said with a wave of excitement in her eyes. My guess is that it should still be in Song City. Gao Xianzi smiled bitterly. Go, let's go to Song City, the teenage Hallmaster said in an undeniable tone. Song City. At this moment, Song City was also incomparably depressed. The entire dynasty capital was dead silent. In the Gu Hon mansion, Gu Hai drank clear tea and listened to Gu Hon describe everything in the outside world. Righteous father, the plan to exterminate Song The first battle, lose the heart of the army. The second battle, losing the hearts of the people. It has been successfully completed, Gu Han said with a wave of excitement. This month, Gu Han has completely experienced everything, witnessed everything. The heart has long been surging a lot. Years have not seen the righteous father play so big. Gently sipping a mouthful of tea, Gu Hai's eyes narrowed slightly and said, Chen's army has already marched towards Song. The army's heart is lost, the people's heart is lost. So let's enter the third battle, lose the heart of the vassal. Minister's heart, Gu Han's eyes lit up. Not bad, who else is left who supports the Song's kingdom? The hearts of the people have been lost. There are still some ministers and nobles left to support. What if the hearts of these ministers and nobles are also lost? A cold smile appeared at the corner of Gu Hai's mouth. For the sake of their superior status, the nobles and ministers shouldn't be too easy to give up embracing the Song Zhongshan. Gu Han frowned. No, it's easier to lose a minister's heart, and for a shorter period of time, Gu Hai said with a hint of a confident smile.